if you're a contractor that deals with objections, a good way to prevent these objections from like even happening in the first place is to try and pre-handle them during the discovery and finding out really what triggers the homeowner. And let me give you an example. So for example, let's say you're going to somebody's home to install a roof, or let's say you're going to replace their siding. So during the discovery, you're asking them, so hey, have you worked with a contractor before? And they start telling you a story about them working with a contractor and how it kind of upset them that this person was not on time. Like they said, hey, we're gonna start the job at 8 a.m. 8 a.m. comes around and they're not there, or they don't have all the materials there to start and they have to constantly keep going back and forth to get the materials, and they were just very difficult to get a hold of when the homeowner wanted to communicate with them. So when they're telling you this stuff, they're basically telling you what they care about and what they don't want to happen again. So in this case, this might be an objection if you leave it towards the end, that I don't know if this guy is going to be reliable enough. So then during the discovery, you actually handle it right then and there as they're talking about it. Be like, man, I completely understand that you had this difficult experience with this contractor who wasn't on time, who was not communicative. Let me tell you a little bit about how we do it. So like, we have this app scheduled. This is when the project manager gets notified. This is my communication with other homeowners. Let me show you text. They literally texted me 30 minutes ago and I responded to them right then and there. And it's a back and forth between me, you, and the project manager. And we really take communication very seriously. 5 days a week, 9 to 5, we communicate with the homeowner as soon as they need us, maybe even weekends. So you're basically telling them how it's going to be different in the discovery before this actually becomes a problem that they have to think about again. You nip it in the bud immediately as soon as they start talking about it. This way, you're basically going to prevent objections from happening towards the end. So try that the next time you're out giving an estimate. Figure out what was painful to the homeowner, what they didn't like, what was missing in their experience, and tell them how you're going to be different exclusively.